Saturn is one of the most striking planets in our solar system, and its magnificent rings are the first thing that captures our attention. These massive, bright bands stretch thousands of kilometers into space, making Saturn one of the most iconic objects in the night sky. But behind their beauty lies one of astronomy's greatest mysteries. How did Saturn's rings form, and how long will they last? The story begins in 1610 when Galileo Galilei first observed Saturn through his telescope. At first, he thought the planet had ears or handles on each side. Later in 1655, the Dutch astronomer Christian Huygens correctly identified these as rings encircling Saturn. Over the centuries, telescopes became more powerful, revealing more details about the structure of the rings. In the 20th and 21st centuries, spacecraft such as Voyager 1 and Voyager 2, and later the Cassini mission, provided breathtaking close-up images and detailed measurements, showing just how complex and fragile these rings really are. At first glance, Saturn's rings may appear to be a solid, unbroken disk floating in space. In reality, they are made up of billions of individual particles, chunks of ice, rock, and dust. Some particles are as small as grains of sand, while others are as large as mountains. The rings are surprisingly thin relative to their size. They span about 280,000 kilometers in diameter, yet in most places they are only 10 to 30 meters thick. Imagine a sheet of paper stretched across a football field. That gives you an idea of how thin these rings are compared to their vast width. The origin of Saturn's rings remains a topic of intense debate among scientists. One theory suggests that Saturn once had a large moon that ventured too close. Saturn's immense gravity tore it apart, and its shattered remains spread out to form the rings we see today. Another possibility is that the rings are made of leftover material from the early solar system. As the planets formed, chunks of ice and rock that were not incorporated into Saturn or its moons may have remained in orbit, gradually spreading into the rings. A third hypothesis proposes that the rings were created from a violent collision between moons or comets billions of years ago, with the debris captured by Saturn's gravity and flattened into rings over time. The age of Saturn's rings is still uncertain. Some evidence suggests they could be as old as the solar system itself, approximately 4 billion years. Other data, particularly from the Cassini mission, indicate that the rings may be relatively young, forming perhaps only 100 million years ago. This means that these magnificent structures could be temporary, slowly dissipating over the next hundreds of millions of years. Saturn's rings have also captivated human imagination and culture. They are symbolic of the beauty and mystery of the cosmos and have been featured in films, art, and educational programs around the world. The delicate and dynamic nature of these rings serves as a reminder that the universe is constantly changing and full of wonders yet to be fully understood. So are these rings ancient relics that have always surrounded Saturn? Or are they the result of a more recent cosmic event? Will Saturn one day be without its iconic rings? These questions continue to intrigue scientists and space enthusiasts alike. Subscribe to Geo Mysteries to explore more of the universe's secrets as we continue to unravel its hidden mysteries. Nada.